Today we're going to be making these rolled paper flowers. They're super easy to make and they look very cute when you put them together. You can make bouquets or add them to wreaths or even just use them on the table as decor. They're so easy and you can do them out of any colored paper so they'll match any theme. To get started, all we need is a hot glue gun, a glue stick, some scissors, something to write with to make our circles, and then something to trace to make a circle. To start, you'll just want to use a circular object to draw a circle on a piece of paper. You can do this freehand, but I like to do the circle part usually with a pencil or something I can erase just in case the colors don't match. So you trace it, and then as you can see, you have a circle, and all you have to do is cut that out. So just cut along the lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. Since these are so unique, you can roll them up and they don't show the perfections because you'll be making quite a few of them. So just cut along the lines and don't worry if you mess up. And now you have your circle. The next step is to make the circle into a spiral. You can do this by using your colored pencil and drawing a spiral, but I like to just do it freehand since it doesn't really make a difference if it's perfect. So what you do is you just start on the edge and cut the circle with a spiral-like shape. So you'll just go around, leaving a little bit on the edge. You can do the thickness however you want. I usually do like maybe a 1/4 inch or so. And since I do it just eyeballing it, it's never perfect. As you can see, it's kind of a wonky shape, but that's okay because it will look pretty once we're done. When we get to the end, you just do a little cut at the end. So you'll end up with a spiral-like shape like this. For the next step, you'll go to the end where you first cut and you'll roll the end inward. Once you've got the roll started, you'll just keep rolling along the edge. So you'll just keep on going. You'll want to keep it kind of tight. So I usually use my thumb to push it back down, as you can see me doing here, but you'll just keep rolling the spiral inward and you'll start to get a bigger and bigger little center spiral. So as you can see, I'm just wrapping around like that and keeping the center pretty tight. Toward the outside, you'll see like the edges start to come out, but that's okay because you're going to loosen up the spiral anyway. And then toward the very end, it gets rather wonky, but that's okay. That's kind of how these go. So they'll start to look a little bit thicker. And then once you get to the very end, you'll want to just hold this part, put the flower down, and let it loosen. So you'll hold in the center like this and let it unspiral a bit. And then you'll kind of decide how you want it to look. You can do looser. I kind of like this shape, so it's tight in the center and then loose on the outside. Then to secure it, you'll just turn it over and take that end flap and add a bit of hot glue. And then that hot glue gets pressed down on the center. So you can either hold it or put it down on a surface and press it down. And that will secure your flower so you have a cute little rolled paper rose. And then once you add a lot of them together, you'll get a really pretty look. That's super simple, super cheap. There's a ton of uses for these. You can make bouquets, you can add them to bouquets of other paper flowers. So these are a great thing to know how to make, and as you can see, very, very, very simple to make.